Hi ladies, and welcome to this week's 2-minute tips. This is a question that I have been getting a lot of in the last week, believe it or not. They all happen at once, and we're talking about miscarriage, which unfortunately is a very common occurring event these days. Chances are you know someone or you've personally had a miscarriage yourself, and the link to exercise, i.e., is there a link? Can you keep exercising after a miscarriage? Will exercise increase your risk of miscarriage, etc., etc.? So, the long and short of it is there is no evidence to suggest that exercise causes miscarriage. So I just want to really hone that point in for those women who have a story or a belief that the reason they had a miscarriage was because they were doing high intensity exercise, or that if they were to continue with exercise, they're going to increase their risk of miscarriage. There is no evidence linking the two together. Unless you have a medical condition where your doctor has recommended that you do not exercise in early pregnancy, then it is assumed exercise is a really good, beneficial part of pregnancy and is not something to be feared when it comes to pregnancy loss. Keep in mind, majority of miscarriages are to do with chromosomal abnormalities. Not all, but majority are. Okay, it's got nothing to do with exercise. I know it's very easy to want to blame something within your control. A lot of women will blame themselves or something they did or their lifestyle for why they had a miscarriage, but please remember, it is not your fault that you had a miscarriage, and exercise is very, very, very unlikely to ever be the reason. Like I said, unless you have some special medical condition that your doctors advised you not to exercise, I strongly recommend all women continue exercising for mental health, for physical health. Now, that for some women, they might find high intensity exercise to be quite triggering mentally because they think that there may be a link. Like I said, even vigorous exercise has not been proven to be linked to miscarriage, but I can understand why some women may want to avoid that. So what I think is important is in the first trimester is to move your body. So don't think about it like you have to get your cardio up or your strength up, or just move your body in gentle, easy, low impact ways if that's what feels really good for you. But the most important message is don't stop moving your body for fear of miscarriage. So keep moving your body. If you don't feel comfortable doing high intensity or whatever exercise you were doing previously, obviously you have to work within the pregnancy safe guidelines that I've spoken about before. Huff and puff levels, temperature, etc., etc. But if you don't feel comfortable doing your pre-pregnancy exercise, just do something. Walking, dancing, yoga, light body weights, Pilates, whatever it is that feels good for you. Exercise is so beneficial mentally, physically. It's such an important thing to keep doing. So I hope that helps to reassure anyone who's had this question in my inbox over the last week. And I will see you all next week for the next 2-minute tips. Bye.